EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
They run out of the gun with Irvin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now you see the numbers for Irving in last week's ball game. 19 carries, 96 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll go with the keeper. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. They'll try it now with Irving. Down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Let's go now.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown! Jalen McMillan. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. You're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 2nd down and 6 now.
pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set.
At the 50-yard line.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. Past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And Tampa Bay trots out there now as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd and 13. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down. Ballman. And the Raiders have got him. Kayvon Thibodeau. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin. Gets through, and now an opening. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
At the Buccaneers' 1-yard line.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Bauman. Now he's going to step up and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jalen McMillan with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from evening this one up. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's played well all year long as he enters the home stretch of the season as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Wiggles free. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Under a minute to go, clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Going quickly here to Thomas. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5. At the
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton from 8 yards out. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking,
taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. Looking to put a drive together as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Oof. And he's got some space here. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses happen their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and 1.
And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
On the double.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
33. That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets it to Thomas. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
second and 4.
At the 46.
Over the middle, he's got Thornton. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
9 yards.
Back to throw again. And Thomas has it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready up.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Ready. Set.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
52, 40. Ready.
Now a handoff to Genty.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal.
And his kick here is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The 34-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And
Back to throw. Ballman.
That's caught right side by Palmer.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a second and 7.
Looking to throw. Bauman.
That's again complete to Palmer.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
it's a gain of 6. Brings up third and inches.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
On fourth down, Ballman. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 3 yards. And a first down.
Back to throw. Bauman.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
A throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
These kickers now, used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Let's go.
At the 42.
They'll set up a throw. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line.
And the Raiders.
Back to throw here. He's got Thomas yet again complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Brings up second and a yard. At the 21.
Second and 1. There again is Thomas. They go to the line. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brian Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So, all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Gets past one man. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense and Brian Thomas getting set to take over once more. And as we play out the final stretch of games, he entered our contest here as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. Oh, he sheds himself free. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Once again, it's Irvin. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Off the play fake. Ballman. And the Raiders have got him.
Trenton Simpson.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Red, 38. Ready.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brian Thomas.
With career touchdown number 91, he joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage.
24. Chase McLaughlin set to
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive.
Bauman. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Ballman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting
in trouble, and he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun. Bowman. Will be a gain of 5. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a first down. A gain of 12.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They'll find McMillan here.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards for number 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Buccaneers first down.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
the key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
At the 23-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
He's got Otten.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Back to throw. Bauman. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Buccaneers get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
To the left side, pass caught by Thornton.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And quickly they get to the line.
Gain of 30. That's another Raiders.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Completes this one to Thornton.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready, set.
They'll run straight ahead with Genty.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's another Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Brock Bowers.
With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
31. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Throwing to start the drive. Bauman. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun.
Bauman. There's a short one taken in by Otten.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Bauman. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. And the Bucs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Bauman. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Kayvon Thibodeau able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but they're under pressure. They got him again.
Trayvon Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here from the 38.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Genty.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Red, set.
Once again, it's Genty. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. And even 150 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here, set.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And the Raiders 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. Man, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
31. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Bucs now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now they go screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd and 5.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Set up. Ready?
Back to throw again. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Boom. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 45. One.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
22.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down.
A give out of the gun to Genty.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Las Vegas, first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Thomas brings it in.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
It's a gain of 20. And a Raider.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Buccaneers, 31. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film and find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Las Vegas,
they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.